Why most learning fails. Most people do not fail at learning because they are lazy, unintelligent, or incapable. They fail because their learning lacks structure. Instead of systems, they rely on motivation, short bursts of effort, and temporary routines. These approaches often work for a moment, and then collapse. Motivation fades, routines break, and progress resets. What lasts is not effort. What lasts is system design. In this article, we will explore how to build learning systems that survive distraction, inconsistency, changing goals, and the growing presence of AI. This is not about techniques or hacks. It is about systems. Learning is a process, not an event. Most people treat learning as something you do. In reality, learning is something you maintain. You do not finish learning. You stabilize it. Without a system, knowledge decays, understanding fragments, and effort continually resets. Each break forces you to start over. A system prevents this reset by preserving momentum even when attention or motivation drops. Why motivation-based learning fails? Motivation is emotional energy. Systems are structural support. Emotion fluctuates. Structure persists. This is why disciplined learners are not more motivated than others. They are simply less dependent on motivation. Their learning continues even when interest declines or life becomes demanding. That difference is decisive. The three components of a durable learning system. Every learning system that lasts contains three essential components. Remove any one of them, and the system eventually collapses. 1. Input control. Learning often fails first at the input level. There is too much information, too many sources, and no clear hierarchy. Without control, attention scatters and depth disappears. A strong system limits what you study, where it comes from, and how often new material is added. Not everything deserves attention. High-quality inputs reduce cognitive noise and make learning sustainable. 2. Processing structure. Information alone is not learning. Processing is what turns information into understanding. This is where thinking, questioning, and connecting occur. A system forces processing to happen regularly rather than leaving it to chance. Without structured processing, inputs accumulate but never integrate. You consume more while understanding less. 3. Output and retrieval. Learning stabilizes only when knowledge is used. Explaining, writing, teaching, and applying are not optional extras. They are the mechanisms that reveal gaps and strengthen memory. Retrieval reinforces what matters. A durable system includes regular output, even when it is imperfect. Learning that never leaves the mind does not stay there. Why most study methods don't scale. Many study methods work, temporarily. They fail when time pressure increases, attention decreases, or life becomes more complex. Systems succeed because they scale. They adapt rather than collapse. Flexibility, not rigidity, is what allows learning to continue under changing conditions. Where AI fits into learning systems. AI is a powerful accelerator, but only inside a system. Without structure, AI increases dependency, encourages surface-level understanding, and creates an illusion of competence. With structure, however, AI compresses effort, exposes blind spots, and accelerates iteration. The rule remains unchanged: AI supports structure. It does not replace it. A simple learning system you can use. Here is a minimal system that works across subjects. It is not perfect or extreme, just durable. The cycle is simple. Limited input. Scheduled processing. Forced output. Periodic review. This cycle does not need to run daily. It needs to run consistently. Over time, learning accumulates. Why this system works long-term. It works because it aligns with reality, inconsistent motivation, limited time, and mental fatigue. The system does not demand intensity. It demands continuity. And continuity, over time, beats intensity. The identity shift. You do not rise by learning more. You rise by resetting less. Learning systems exist to protect progress from chaos. That is their purpose. Closing. In an AI-driven world, those who build learning systems will consistently outperform those who chase tools. Not because they move faster, but because their progress compounds. In the next piece, we will explore how to measure real understanding, and why most people confuse familiarity with learning. Until then, build systems, not habits.